And welcome back to the Fly High Podcast. I'm your host, Reese Simon.
We check mics.
I checked them. Joined here with my co-host, Gavin Yost, and my other co-host, Evan Larson. And new year, same podcast, though.
Yep.
Same great stuff we're going to be bringing you all the time right here on the Fly High Podcast. How was your guys' Christmas, New Year's, holidays? Hanukkah, Kwanzaa?
Great.
It was great?
It was good.
It was pretty good.
Nothing too crazy.
No, I didn't do it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was good though.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff to go over. We're gonna be hitting you guys with a. This one might not necessarily be as much sports as we're gonna have, and the night we're gonna release this podcast. We're recording on Thursday. We're gonna release this one on Friday. Then we're gonna record another one on Monday, and we'll have that one out at some point too. So you guys are gonna get 2 podcasts in less than 14 days. We'll have a lot to unpack.
It's normal though, 'cause
Yeah. But it's just gonna be harder work for us. Yeah. So before we get into anything, really, I did want to say that I also had a very good Christmas. I hope everyone out there, all the viewers, and whatever holiday you celebrate, hope you had a great time out there. You go over any big Christmas present highlights? Anybody wants to talk about anything cool you got for Christmas?
Monitor, I love it.
My brother actually said he wants to buy one.
They're so nice. I have 2 of them now. I got one at my mom's and dad's.
What did it for me is the monitors here.
Monitors here?
I didn't think I needed one, and then even playing on my brother's for a day, like that did it. I was like, and my TV was. I've had that thing for so long. It was going downhill.
Yeah.
I needed to retire it. So.
What about you, Gavin?
I went up to the Dells Christmas Eve
Ooh.
and Christmas Day.
That sounds fun. That sounds eventful. I like that.
It was pretty fun.
My big thing I was really excited about this year. I got some Beats by. I don't think they're Beats by Dre anymore. I think they're Beats by Apple.
No, Apple has their own thing.
Oh yeah, they got AirPods. They're Beats by somebody.
They have AirPods, but Apple's makes like those.
They had like those really
Yeah.
It was like $500.
Like those are the new thing.
The Cloud or whatever.
But
They're
yeah,
kind of ugly in my opinion.
I got some headphones, which, yeah, I'm gonna have I got a $100 Cabela's gift card and a $50 Cabela's gift card, and I already have
What you gonna
the
get?
rifle I'm gonna purchase picked out. I'm purchasing my first firearm as a legal adult. I'm looking forward to it.
Reese,
Which,
since 2014, it has been an Apple subsidy.
Awesome. What were you saying?
What's it gonna be? What are you gonna buy?
The Ruger American Gen 2. It's like the gun looks really cool. It's got a nice cheek pad on it. 300 Win Mag is the one I'm looking at. So a nice.
That'd be nice.
It'll pack a punch.
Are you
Pack a
doing
punch.
the
A little
300?
expensive, but
Yeah.
You're kind of pretty locked on it.
Yeah, I'm
How
probably.
much is it?
I'd be scared to shoot
600.
that thing. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not
That thing's
bad.
gonna-
What's the
It's
scope?
got a compensator. I mean,
It's gonna kick
no,
like
I got a scope separately. But the good thing about Vortex, great company by the way, loved it. Love
Are
the
you
Vortex
using
with
their
reach out.
scopes, or what?
Well, I'm gonna go purchase one. Yeah.
Reed has really nice
And
Vortex scope.
They're so nice to the veterans out there and whatnot.
Yeah.
40%
I was
discount.
gonna say, what do you get? Like
50% if you know somebody, and we do. So I will be a 50% discount.
That is nice.
What if I could add them, like a 50 and a 40, get 90% off?
50% discount if you what?
And
Yeah.
so they give discounts to family and friends, and 40% for veterans and service members and scopes.
Wait, so you get a bigger discount if you're if you're friends with
Yeah, family and friends.
Yeah.
That's 50%.
That does not
Yeah.
make any sense.
This should be the same.
What was I gonna say? How much is your Cabela's then?
My gun.
No. Like Cabela's does discounts.
5% on guns.
It's
Oh, they
10.
do.
I got a 10%.
What about all? What's
It's
the
10%
other-
on everything else besides guns and ammo. I did almost buy an MP5 over the weekend. I don't know if any of you know any Call of Duty players out there. The MP5. It was chambered in .22, so that was kind of like I was like, but it was still
It'd be
pretty
cool
fun.
if it was 9mm. That'd been.
Well, so
Imagine
and I was
shooting,
like,
squirrels or something like that.
That'd
Yeah.
be dope.
well, I don't believe in New Year's resolution, but I did make one this year. My goal was to buy a real MP5. And I got one picked out that I want. It has a built-in.
Fully automatic switch.
Well, I can't do that.
transfer.
There's actually,
Can you-
we gotta go
yeah,
to this place sometime. It's a new gun store in Monroe, and it's a really nice gun store. They got a lot of really cool stuff. And they have a shooting range. And not only do they have a shooting range, you can rent their guns, like a suppressed fully automatic MP5, M4s, LMG,
They have that in,
M249 SAW, a Barrett 50 cal, a bunch of suppressed pistols, a Chris Vector, the gun that shoots really fast. And it's not too expensive to rent and shoot. I didn't do it when I was there because we're on a time crunch, but I want to go back there.
Like, is it for a party or like?
Mm-hmm. So here, I wanted to shoot the Chris Factor, and it was $20 to rent the gun, and then you needed to buy the ammo for it, and you just had to pay $20 as well to have the shooting lane that they had there. So it wasn't too bad.
So you just have to buy however much the ammo.
Yeah, however much ammo you want. So
I know Fletcher Arms up in Waukesha. They do. If you're below 18, you get free lane entry.
Oh.
So you see it again.
Let's see this. But I decided my New Year's resolution is to buy an MP5. I'm gonna buy a real one. It's gonna be MP5 SD, so it's gonna have the built-in suppressor, which I'm gonna have to pay extra for, which is kind of because you gotta get the tax stamp, stuff like that. My brother described it to me.
Yeah, you get some.
I'm looking forward to that. I feel like
nice.
it's a very Wisconsin thing, to do. You just
Yeah, it'd be cool.
your I feel like your first hunting rifle is a pretty big
Is the
deal.
built-in suppressor ones is it an actual suppressor? Is it
So
just a
it depends. They for the MP5 one that I was gonna buy that was like $500 that I wanted to buy. I'm not going to. It was just a fake suppressor. You could screw it on and off. But for the real one, obviously, it jacks the price way up.
Everyone mute for a second.
And we're back.
That was
Great.
the first run of the year.
Great clip.
That's so funny.
Yeah, first mute of the year. Again, if you ever want to know what we talk about when we're muting, it's nothing bad. If you're watching Mr. Tolson, nothing
ask
bad.
us in person.
Yeah, ask us in person. We will tell you. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was kind of a highlight. And then probably in the next week or so, I'm gonna go there and purchase my gun. I'm waiting on something. We're gonna have to go on mute again. This can't be public information.
Sorry.
And I'm like, well, I don't want to, I could just go get it right now, but I'm gonna wait, because you can start building that.
Did you get approved?
I don't know. That's why there's a waiting period because I don't have any prior, credit built or anything like that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it was a really good holiday. My uncle came down from Texas. It was fun.
Never mind.
What were you saying?
Nothing.
Okay. But yeah, there is something that I know Evan wants to probably clown on me for a little bit. We gotta.
Not clown on you. But still.
We won't get into too much sports, but this should spark some controversy probably between the three of us.
It's gonna be. I'm kind of.
It's gonna have to do with the Heisman.
Well, it's just. Okay, before I really could care less, but the glazing is too much for me. When Melvin Gordon had better numbers than this guy, and we're saying he's the best running back of all of college football.
Well, Ashton Genty's playing in the toughest conference, so I don't really think you can say that.
I mean, he's like
The Big Ten Melvin Gordon was in was really good too.
Ashton Genty, 33 carries, 128 rushing yards, 1 touchdown.
Two fumbles.
2 fumbles. That was bad. The 2 fumbles were bad.
how many
And
fumbles did
they
he have
were
all year?
they weren't good punch outs either.
How many
Oh wait,
fumbles did
this
he have
is
all
the
year, though?
wrong time.
Oh,
Wait,
that's-
the wrong game.
Yeah,
This is week 9.
Because
I don't think he had fumbled all year.
He didn't have any touchdowns either. Yeah. Or no, college football playoffs.
Yeah. Wait, no.
No, college
yeah,
football playoffs.
Is it?
No, because
I think it's
Notre
bowl
Dame,
games.
Oregon's right there.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure it's
no,
bowl games.
That was
I'd
December.
go there. Cause
December 20th.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
it was
duh.
way
My bad.
It was way past Christmas. Yeah.
Carson Beck. I hope he has a horrible game. I don't like Carson Beck.
Well, he's out. I think he's hurt.
Go Notre Dame.
400 yards.
Oh yeah, we won't get into NFL today. Really other match. We'll get into. Oh, I gotta pull this up.
Okay,
We'll get into
I was like,
college football for today. First big highlights here.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Texas.
Indiana, Notre Dame. Notre Dame kind of just controlled the football the whole game. They played really well. I watched some of that one. I did want to go up here. So this game, I don't know if you guys saw, but it got postponed because I think there was some kind of shooting or something like that in New Orleans.
It was some ISIS stuff. It was
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
pretty
heard
much
about
a
that.
terrorist attack. It wasn't
Yeah.
good.
So obviously prayers go out to anybody who
Was affected.
lost a family member or anything like that
think there's
out there.
last
I think
time
it's
looked,
50.
last time I looked, it was 7 dead and like 35 injured.
Yeah,
It was pretty bad.
that's-
They ran people over and then opened up with guns and stuff.
It's a horrible thing. But yeah, Notre Dame, Oregon plays today. Or Notre Dame, Georgia. I got Notre Dame. I think that they are
You do?
they're going to take care of business. Here today, a fun little tidbit. I was at the gym yesterday. Jenna James was there. She said her sister, she's going to be at that game because she's on the cheerleading squad. So shout out Isabel James there. She'll be out there. And then we had, that was the first round. That was Notre Dame, Indiana, and Notre Dame. I mean, it was Notre Dame the whole game there. I am going to look forward to one of these games here soon. Texas Clemson.
That was, yeah.
Better team won. Penn State SMU, no
Better
big
team,
surprise there.
yeah.
I guess we're just going to go through all the
These
rest.
are all just better teams.
Ohio State destroyed Tennessee. And then this one, oh my gosh.
Damn.
I thought there was a chance there. Doesn't look like it. It was a good football game though.
Genty didn't even make top guys for, like, normally he's on
Yeah,
there a
he's
little
probably
bit.
just over 100.
Yeah, it's just over 100 on, like, probably a lot of carries. So,
I'm not going to get
All right.
Ashton Genty, a very excellent running back.
yeah.
I think that had he been on not even a team, not necessarily like a Power 5 team, not like an SEC school, but like a team that can do a better job of recruiting, where I'm not going to I'll blame the fumbles on him. I'm not going to blame the lack of rushing yards on him, because holy crap, Penn State's defensive line had every single member of the Boise State's offensive line's number all night long.
Well, like,
The whole
okay, you
time.
also gotta look like when it comes to a back is like, if you don't have a good line, like a back is nothing. You could put like Derrick Henry,
Well, and
prime Derrick Henry, and you're still not gonna get anything out of it.
and that's why I think that Genty should have been the MVP, was because he was putting up these numbers with not a great O-line, but then again he was playing people in the Mountain West.
There's so many if buts in this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the real test is when they both go to the league, and we'll see who really like.
I think Ashton Genty
excels.
will excel. I think that Brees Hall is a really good running back, and he's not having that great of he's having a good season, not a super season, because
Well, no, you can't.
the Jets O-line is horrible.
No, but okay, I didn't really care, and then you got on me about it one day, and it kind of just made me want to take the opposite side. But after I did see, because before I'm like, there's no real argument, but then someone said Melvin Gordon put up even better numbers than Genty and didn't get it, so.
Well, I also would like to highlight that neither team played well in their bowl game. I mean, Colorado got ran through. It was BYU had more
Travis
rushing.
Hunter had a good game, though. I don't know why people are calling his game a flop completely either. I mean,
I
it was
Well, I think Genty's winning off the field. Hunter, he's
Poor guy.
not winning.
Poor guy.
He's not winning
well,
off the field.
yeah.
If you know, you know.
I mean,
BYU had more rushing yards on the first rushing play of the game than Colorado had all game.
Oh yeah, well, their run game never was solid.
But still. So yeah, that one's a tough. Now this one,
That's
before we get into the one below that,
there's a lot of
I'm not gonna
talk
lie.
about this.
The way they opened up the third quarter, I was like, Oregon could put up a fight, and then Ohio State scored right away, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is.
so for a couple highlights here, Jeremiah Smith, insane wide receiver. He is so good.
Yeah,
7
he's
receptions,
really
187 yards. That's video game numbers right there. Oregon just wasn't prepared going into this game. There's no reason they should have been beat by
I
3
think
scores. I would not have been surprised if they lost, but to get beat by 3 scores to a team that I'm pretty sure that they beat earlier in the season. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
they did. It was a close game, but they did.
Maybe Ohio State just kind of pulled.
I think the issue is Oregon normally, bye weeks have their positives and negatives, but I think, honestly, it's better to not have a bye week because you still have your motor running, where Oregon's been sitting back for, I don't know, a whole week, and it's
I
don't know.
I think it depends. One thing I can say from personal experience too, I'm not a very good golfer. Oh, I got a golf bag for Christmas too. Brewers golf bag. It's really neat. I'm not a golf player, but if I go play golf once a week, for a couple weeks, still not great. If I play golf, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all 4 days in a row, by that fourth day, I might golf in the high 50s. And that's pretty good for me. And, you can say for baseball, too. Coaches in baseball, it's going to happen in professional baseball. They play 162 games, so they play every day. But high school baseball coaches would way rather play, 3-4 games a week rather than one game and a bunch of practices because it throws you all off the flow. I can't understand that. But still, you got 2 weeks in to prepare for a team.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good scouting from
Yeah.
Ohio State. I don't know.
I feel like Ohio State's never bad.
No, they're
They're
not.
so
they're
solid.
always good.
Anybody who's a Ohio State fan is a
They have
bandwagon.
their head coach, I always forget his name, but he is really, really
Ever since I
good.
started
He's
watching
like
college
the Bill
football,
Belichick of college football.
What do you say?
ever since I started watching college football, that has been this team. Ohio
Yeah.
State's always been at the top, or around the top.
And the most tragic loss. I don't know if you watched this one, Gavin, but I was watching it.
I heard about.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, you should have watched
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo should have been in the Heisman over. If you could base it off one game, oh my gosh, Scatterboo would have been
He
the
was like
Heisman this year.
He had
The only reason they were in there.
At one point, he had
Chance.
more offensive yards by himself than the entire Texas team.
Jeez.
It was
It
nuts.
was insane. And then, they force a last minute touchdown. They do all that stuff. Texas gets in field goal range. Kicker misses his second
Yeah,
field goal in
Burt-
I saw
5
that
minutes.
Burt
Auburn.
missed two
OSU
of
has
them. Yeah.
best way to ice a kicker.
And then they go into overtime and they score right away. Everything's looking great. And then
That was on fourth down, wasn't it?
No, they didn't score fourth down. But then Texas comes on out and 4th down and 15.
They ran. The issue
And they
is
blitzed everybody.
Yeah, they sent the house, ran cover 0,
but
and then
everybody got dusted.
yeah, that you can't. Well,
Just bad coaching.
yeah, it's
pretty much.
4th and 15. I think it's 15.
Yeah, it was 4th and 15.
Like
That's what it was.
obviously you want to bring pressure, but that's 15 yards. They, in the worst part of it all, they sent the house cover 0. They blitzed everyone, and Ewers had literally all day to throw it.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I was so
coaching.
sad.
As soon as I saw,
I don't hate the sending pressure.
As soon as I don't.
It's the
either.
fact that your
Too much.
your safeties should be at 20
They
yards.
sent like 7 guys.
Your
didn't get one.
Your safeties should be at the first down marker, if not a little bit further back. All you're trying to do is knock down that football. There is no reason you should be pressed up on 4th and
Yeah,
15.
they ran cover 0 on 4th and 15.
Man, that's
You would-
just
no.
I know you want to bring pressure, but let's not
send that.
completely
Send
send.
that.
They literally sent the house. Like, there's
Yeah.
one thing to blitz. They sent the house, and
Mhm.
it was that gold. Yeah, Golden. What was his first name? He caught it. Yeah.
And
Shit.
any of you guys who are not much college football, you don't care too much about college football, you might be wondering, well, why aren't you guys talking about the Badgers? Gavin, you want to tell everybody why we're not talking about the Badgers right now?
He sucks.
Well, the Badgers are not even in the race.
Horrible. I saw.
And
Down the
by,
drain.
by like this time, they don't even have half a roster because everyone hit the transfer
Mhm.
portal. So
I do want to say, one thing that I saw a former alumni posted actually. Shout out Derek Kephart. He posted, it was like, I miss Wisconsin football. It was like always finishing in the top 15, having an insane O-line, running the ball down everybody. So Wisconsin is an air raid team now. Like, what
Yeah,
are
it
we
doesn't-
doing?
that's just because of coaching style.
Yeah, the new
I know.
the
We're
offensive
just
coordinator and the
we're
head coach
just
have been
used to
like
Paul
head
Christ.
all season.
Okay, but you want to be a ground and pound team with
Why not though?
with what's his face in the backfield?
I think that we should
He's
be a
not that
group.
bad.
You-
Even the backup was good. I went and watched.
Yeah, but think of guys. We had Melvin Gordon, Jonathan Taylor,
Yeah.
Braylon Allen. Like,
exactly. Like, let's keep pumping those types of guys out. Like, let's
well,
build
we
a
don't have those
Ches
guys
Malusi, but he missed half
Oh
the
yeah,
season.
Ches Malusi. He's a good
he's
running back,
pretty
but
good.
he's not good enough to where you can give him the rock 30 times a game.
Well, we could
He's
if
not
we
a
would
scat-
actually.
he's
His
not
backup
he's
is
not
good.
a scatter.
Oh, okay,
His
let's go.
backup is really good too.
If we would, you run a 2 running back system, you do something like that. But we're putting
What's his
4-star
name?
offensive linemen to pass block the whole time.
Yeah.
Wisconsin is
No.
one of the best schools at developing
yeah,
offensive
right.
linemen.
Their issue right now. This is the issue. Like,
Is their
obviously
offensive
we want to be the
coordinator
ground and pound team. Backfield's good, but I don't think it's good enough for it. Then we want to be an air raid team.
But
Which
we don't have a
our
quarterback for
receiver-
that.
Well, we did have one, and then he got hurt. But you can't switch up your offensive style.
Yeah, name a receiver drafted out of Wisconsin.
I think if Van
Do it.
Dyke didn't get hurt against Alabama, we would have had a decent year.
Name a
Dyke
wide,
is
not a tight end.
too
Name a
good.
wide
He's
receiver
not
drafted
that
out of
good.
Wisconsin.
Van Dyke
Oh.
isn't that good.
No,
He's alright.
All
He's
right,
alright.
but he's not that good.
Yeah, and like part of our offensive identity too. You could look at the drafts. The three things that you'll see a consistency in, on Wisconsin Badgers drafting: running backs, offensive linemen, and tight ends. We don't use our tight ends.
Linebackers and stuff too.
I mean, defense isn't really our problem.
No.
Tight ends aren't being used correctly. You want to know why Jake Ferguson is so dang good? Because you never know what Jake Ferguson is going to do because he's so lethal in both the blocking game and he's lethal in the receiving game as a tight end. He is a
We don't
top
have-
10
we
tight
don't
end in the
have
NFL.
We don't have Jake Ferguson though.
I know, but
We could
Jake
be
Ferguson went to Wisconsin.
I'm confused what your point is right
I'm saying pre-Nate Fickle, or
Luke.
Luke Fickle, excuse me, when we had
Paul
we
Chryst. Yeah.
ran
Yeah.
a good, smooth offense.
Yeah, Paul Chryst
We
did a
know-
good job.
yeah.
But we don't have, like, at the end of Paul Chryst's career, we didn't have those weapons either way. So, like, yeah, I don't know. It's the fact that Wisconsin football
I know
doesn't have the talent it used to.
I know Wisconsin's getting like the college team got a lot of hate from some like NFL star, made his own podcast and like
Yeah, Braylon Allen.
He
He-
says when his
he hates
football
it.
career's over, he's going to talk about his time with Fickle.
and he hated it.
Well, and that's the problem. Fickle came in, and maybe we didn't have the stars, like you said. But the reason there's certain players want to go to Wisconsin is because they do certain things well. They develop running backs well. They
But also
develop
good-
linemen
yeah, like,
well.
Yeah, like a good coach can make.
Yeah.
When
a
you
team
don't
out
do
of-
that anymore,
Yeah, 'cause
nobody's going to
they
want to go
haven't-
there.
They have a new coach. What's your? I'm confused what your point is right now. Yeah, they aren't doing it anymore because
My
coach is
point
switching
if
up too much.
Yeah, if Fickle
Reese, the
Fickle
whole-
messed too much
Stick
stuff
to the
up.
program.
the whole point of getting a new coach is to switch it up.
Well,
Not really.
n-
No.
it-
Yeah.
you look at Wisconsin,
Badgers is
even
old.
pre-Paul Chris. What was Wisconsin's?
Because that was the
Sports time.
19 whatever. You done.
Yeah, but and
football that much.
they are good at running the football, and if you
Yeah,
know,
because we've had the guys to do it. We don't anymore. At the end
No.
of Paul Chris's career, we had Braylon Allen, but we were running out.
You can make that Ches Moosey a really good back. Like keep grinding it and
Okay.
who's his backup? So, like look up his backup. Really.
it's
he's
Tyree
really good,
Tyree
too.
Walker. That's his name.
Uh,
Tyree Walker, number 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
But, like even him, like he's a backup and he's still really
Yeah.
good.
And okay, where I'm at here is so yeah, Paul Chris at the end, we didn't have the talent like you said or whatever.
Yeah, we had Braylon.
But we
That
still,
was it.
Wisconsin still gains out of traction of players that want to go there because of what they're notorious for. Then we come in here with a new coach, and now we're not going to get any of
Yeah,
those players that we're
I'm not
notorious for,
disagreeing with
and
you
we're
there.
getting 2-star wide receivers, 2-star everything across the board.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you there. I was just confused with your point of why aren't we doing it? But it's a new coach. He wants to
Well,
do different.
if Luke Fickle
Well, he sucks.
doesn't have to do exactly what Paul Chris did, if he would have stayed a power run team, he would be getting so many good
But no,
recruits.
but like that's a whole hiring of Luke Fickle. He's always been kind of an air raid guy. So we want like our hiring board or whatever wants to not be the notorious ground and pound team.
That's
It's
what
not
we're
gonna
good
work.
at.
We're just gonna
No.
piss the next like how many seasons just down our leg.
I don't want to say. I'm pretty
No,
sure
we're
He's like a
losing.
decent- he's a
It's
decent
bad.
coach,
No, it's
but,
gonna be
like,
so bad.
It's gonna be really bad.
Paul Chris left, I'm pretty sure, because he wasn't allowed to recruit certain players.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
Well, what's another fun thing? It's a big thing now, and you
Uh-huh.
have to do it. Wisconsin gives out like 0 NIL money,
Mm-hmm.
which is terrible. Well, obviously it shouldn't have to be with that way with college sports. Like I hate it how NIL.
But
Like,
that's the way it is
Texas
now.
gives players Lamborghinis and stuff. It's just so stupid. But yeah, it shouldn't have to be that way anymore. But Wisconsin, that's another issue Wisconsin has.
How NIL should work. schools should not be allowed to give players money.
They should
If
have a cap.
brands,
They should have a cap.
if brands want to come out here and Nike,
yeah, that's
Nike wants to
sponsorships,
pay
yeah.
me for wearing their shoes,
That's
yeah,
different.
sure.
That's different than NIL. That's just straight up sponsorships. That's
Well,
how
but you couldn't get that either before, all
Yeah,
that.
you
Yeah.
couldn't even do that.
That's how it should work. You shouldn't be.
But yeah, the NIL stuff does not.
It shouldn't be a
that's-
bidding war.
No.
I mean, it ruins college football. It truly does. So
It should only be
I
sponsorships.
wish they had
I
some
can get
sort of
behind sponsorships, but I can't get behind
So you
like.
can have, because you can have schools like Texas that can go all, like when Arch Manning went there, they had like, I don't know, they had some ridiculous stuff. It was crazy. I saw something about
it was infuriating. It is. That's why I feel the same way about college basketball too. I feel like it's gonna ruin college basketball. I mean, March
Well,
Madness is still
it's
gonna be
all
crazy.
college sports.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So, yeah, I mean, sports are in a tough time right now. You guys won't care about this at all, but any baseball fans out there, Corbin Burns just signed a new deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks. I was
I don't
listening.
know who that is.
Corbin
Yeah.
Burns.
No.
I had
I
no clue.
really hope you're lying.
No, I'm dead serious. I don't know.
Won the Cy Young like 2 years ago for the Brewers.
What's a Cy Young?
The pitching award,
That's a big.
You're
like the best
I'm
pitcher.
sorry, Reese,
gets
but
the Cy
like
Young.
you're like nuts at the whole baseball stuff.
Well, it's because baseball is the greatest and best sport ever.
Reese, I did not know he played for the Brewers. And let him know who he is. So
I'm sorry.
I don't really.
I'm not trying to like make fun of you. I
I-
honestly just don't know.
I can't believe.
You know what shocks me
everybody
about
that-
baseball is how. You said how many games do they play?
162.
That is nuts.
Basketball plays in the 80s.
That's just
81,
insane.
82.
84.
Like how
isn't
can you
it?
like?
No.
How do you play your peak performance one game,
But
and then
but
play
now
like two
This
more?
is how
NBA,
baseball
it's
is.
a little better because now in the middle of the season they actually play or something. The NBA Cup helps that break.
I think that's weird though. I think that's really weird.
Well, the issue was people were getting mad with the competitiveness in the playing.
Oh, because
So then, because if they win it, everyone on the team gets so much payday for
Oh.
it and stuff. And yeah.
I do think I do not like the NBA. I think it's just it's just constant sports drama. It's just drama. People just trying to make a bag of it. That's all LeBron James is doing nowadays, just saying
Well,
stuff.
it's
And
extremely political in my opinion.
Yeah.
Though.
it's bad. That's why I like football. That's why I like baseball. I like college basketball. I love
Where,
college
like,
basketball.
That's why I think like the NFL is like that's why it's the top of all the leagues is because they aren't political and it's just good, just fun stuff to watch.
Yeah.
I think college in the upcoming years is for sure going to take over past these. national
Well,
stuff.
NBA ratings are down, which that is due to just stupid stuff, but also the amount of streaming services ruins it too. Because like NBA uses a lot of different streaming services, which football does too, but NBA uses a lot more. So that makes people just not even bother watching games because they have
Yeah,
to
pay for 'em.
They have to pay for them. Yeah.
One thing I will say that I also don't like about the NBA is it feels like the season never stops. Like you go from regular season, which takes
Well,
away. I'm not gonna say the
yeah,
baseball regular
baseball's
season is very long
yeah.
too, but you got the regular season, and then right after that you got the draft, and then you got the summer league, and then you got preseason, and then you're right back into the season. I feel like there's no
Preseason
break.
Isn't until September though, so you do have 2 months.
Yeah, but when does the NBA season end?
Well, shoot, I'm messed up from COVID. It's like May-ish. Wait. Shoot.
I just feel like in the NBA, they have the least, I guess, like free time, if that makes any sense, amongst all the sports. It's just there's constantly
It goes to
stuff
7.
going
It's
on.
June 22nd, and then the draft is like immediately after that.
Yeah.
So then, and then you have summer league in July. So yeah, pretty much 1 month. But think about with baseball though, that's probably 1 or 2 months.
It's
too.
3, I think.
When is their stuff end?
So
start when and-
October is when the playoffs start, and then like end of October is when it's over. Then you got November, December, January, and then end of February. Literally like the last week in February is when everybody reports. So it's 3.5, 4 months. NFL should have a much longer break just because you're just you're ramping on your body.
Taking a meeting.
Yeah. I was thinking I at first was kind of against it because I thought it was boring But I kind of want to go to the draft in Green Bay. I'm not gonna lie.
No. To get
No.
to get into the building, it's a lot of money.
Oh, well then never mind.
Yeah, no. To
I'm
get
good.
in the, I want to look at. Because me and someone were looking at it, and it's not cheap to just get inside the building.
See it?
The
'Cause
draft's up
my
in
dad
Green
was
Bay this
asking
year?
me about it. What? Yeah, the draft's in Green Bay this
Yeah,
year.
you can like sit outside for free,
Yeah,
but that's it.
my dad was asking me about it. He was like, "Oh, do you want to go?" I go, "I don't really see like that much in like just watching names getting
What's
called.
the,
Well, there's more stuff to do besides that." It's at
What's
Lambeau.
the draft
Like, it's a
looking
couple
like?
$1,000.
What's like the top?
Right now, it's the
top
players you would
picks?
expect. The Giants, Jaguars. Actually, Giants had the number 1 spot, and then just gave the Colts a beat down. They scored 40 against the Colts, and still, and yeah.
Damn.
Oh, did you find anything?
Can't find anything,
It's
but
alright.
I did find it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not cheap because I mean, you think about it. And when you get in there, each team has a section, and there's probably 20 to 30 people in that section. So yeah, it's probably really expensive.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. What do you guys say? Wrap it up. Push this
Yeah.
podcast out to you guys. I thought it was a pretty
Actually, can we
good
look
one.
at the Vikings Lions game? Is that coming up or is that already done?
The Vikings line. No, that's
That's
Sunday
this
or Monday or
upcoming
yeah, this
Sunday.
upcoming.
All right.
And go Vikings. I will say that. I hate to be somebody to cheer for them, but I dislike the Lions. I do
Go
not
Lions.
like the Lions.
But now if the Lions lost to San Fran, I would. But at this, do they have the 1 seed clinch now? Or no, they still have to beat the Vikings. Never mind, because the Packers lost.
Mhm.
Never mind, they do. Yeah.
I can hope Lions take
But
it.
I'd be
Take
scared.
it all.
Where would Lions
Lions
drop
take
if
it
they
all.
don't win the division?
What? They'll get the 5 seed if they don't win the division.
And then would Eagles take 1 and Vikings take 2?
No, I think Vikings would have 1 seed.
So we play the Eagles regardless.
I don't know.
'Cause Commanders won last week, so we're 7.
I don't know. Here, let's look at
I
the.
think we're
Or-
7. We're a
yeah, we got
lock.
5
We
minutes.
got time. Just pull it up real quick.
We're at a lock for 7 now.
So,
Which if we would have won, we would have played like the Rams or something. But now we're gonna play most likely the Eagles, which I'm scared of that team for sure.
so right now we are looking at these are the division leaders. I think right up here.
Rams have it locked.
So right now Lions. Yeah.
All right.
So if Eagles win,
They're locked there. The Eagles are gonna beat the Giants.
yeah. Well, no, they're resting Saquon. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, but
They're resting. Well, they're resting him 100 yards short of breaking the record. That's why I was a little bit surprised.
Oh yeah.
And then Vikings are the 5 seed right now.
What
So
in
they,
the-
if they beat Detroit, they get the 1 seed.
Texans changed
think.
their logo?
Texans changing the logo.
It's just.
That's just
yeah.
for this week. I think they're wearing the like color rush stuff.
Oh.
And then we got the 7 seed. So 7 plays the 2, right?
Yeah.
No, if we win this week and the Commanders lose, we would move up in front of the Commanders.
I don't think
Yeah,
they-
because we
No.
have a better record than them.
No, but it's strength and schedule. They give it to them. Yeah, we're at 7. I know we are. Because I remember they were saying if Packers lose and Commanders win 1 game in the next 2 weeks, which they just beat whoever the Falcons, we drop. So we're a 7.
Well, yeah.
Which
There's
we were last year, but
stupid Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be a Bills. I think it's gonna be a Bills Eagles Super Bowl. That's my prediction. Put it in yours.
Bills. No.
Bills, Eagles?
So I think it's gonna be a Bills Eagles Super Bowl. The Super Bowl I would like it to be, but these guys have to lose right now. The Broncos have to win a game. I'm surprised that they've been playing so well and then they choked the last 2 games. They got to beat the Chiefs, which they almost did last time. But if the Broncos make the playoffs, my dream Super Bowl is Packers Broncos. I think it'd be such fun. I think it'd be so fun. I like the Broncos. My dad cheers for the Broncos just so he has a team to cheer for. Like he cheers for an AFC team, but he's Packers through and through. So I kind of adopted that a little bit. I really want a Bo Nix jersey. I love Bo Nix.
He's not
Yeah.
bad.
No, he's
At the
really good.
beginning, I was like, oh boy, he's pretty bad, but
No, he picked it up.
He's not bad.
But yeah, there's the playoff picture. We'll know more about this next week, so we'll be able to talk about it then. Thank you guys.
Yeah, it'll all be official.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching the Fly High podcast. Evan, you want to get out the little thing? We're gonna go out to lunch here. I'm going to eat Subway
Yeah,
because I'm
pretty
starving.
hungry. Yeah, I'm starving too.
But I don't know if I'd stay here. I might have. I got some steak out.
What do they got here?
I think it's a burger.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheap pizza.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.